So I had ChatGPT make a list for me of poses to draw. So I'm just going to do some of these, probably punching forward, jump kick, taking a hit, because that sounds complicated, drawing a weapon, throwing a punch while running, that sounds interesting, falling from a height, standing like a street fighter. So we're just going to do these quickly, try to get the gesture down. So punching forward, arm fully extended. Yeah. So let's go ahead and just draw that punch. Just draw the punch. Maybe the body is right. I'm just trying to get some I'm just going to try to get some fluid motion here, because these are all combat, these are all action poses, right? So that you want some kind of flow, some kind of movement. So that's the arm. This is somewhere in the body. I don't know where the head would be, somewhere around here, I guess. And the legs. Probably like you want to standing more solidly somehow, maybe. Yeah, without reference, I'm flying blind here. Just trying to piece it together. So let's try and maybe this leg goes. I'm happy with that for now. Especially without erasing and redoing. Without reference, pretty good. Something going on with the legs that isn't good. But all right, let's go to jump kick. Man, without reference, this is hard. But I find that because I don't have reference, I immediately figure out what I don't know. And then, so right now I'm wrapping my head around what this looks like and where is anything. So again, I go back to gesture. So just jump kick midair. So, I mean, again, with the arm, like the last drawing, it's going to be like a motion here, like a forward motion, but with the leg. So let's triangle. Let's make some triangles here. Maybe try to get maybe something like that. And then the body probably angled a little bit like this. I don't know what's going on with the arms. The other leg doing something. I don't know what it would be doing. Something up, right? Off the ground because it's flying. Something like this. looking where you, and then the head just be just like. It's a funny looking foot. And then this is probably in the front here. Something like this. Maybe some foreshortening that I'm not getting correct right now, that's for sure. Anyway, probably some kind of yeah, I mean, that's pretty good to my eye. There's all kinds of wrong with it, of course, for not having a reference. Not bad. Next one, taking a hit, body recoiling. Again, man, these are tough. I'm just kind of stuck up where I don't really know what this is going to look like. So, taking a hit. Okay. So I imagine, let me just do a quick. Something like this, right? That's what I think of. Boom. Like a very extreme. Get kicked in the stomach, right? Gonna look like this. Falling down. All right. I mean, again, proportion issues. The arms are way longer than the legs. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I got the main action down. Let's go on to drawing a weapon. Okay. Okay, drawing a weapon. This is going to be more tucked in, not so expressive. So you have, I mean, for the most part, drawing the weapon, I mean, be standing up. You're going to be standing up. So there's your feet, your legs and feet and stuff. And then body, and then your arm's going to be like, give me that weapon. I need that weapon out. Maybe this arm, you're like helping out, just like, yeah, helping yourself out. Probably looking down at it. Probably, or maybe not, I don't know. It seems to make sense now. All right. I'm sticking with it. Next, throwing a punch while running. How about we do this like Jack Kirby style, where the punch is right here. Boom. Head. Foreshortening. This tucked in, sort of other fist, other hand. And then I think this foot's going to be going this way. This foot's going to be going forward because you're running. Something like that. There we go. Tilt the head this way. It looks ridiculous. All right, let's get it down. That's bad. This is supposed to be off into the distance in the back here, so not really accomplishing that. It's like it's just like he's putting his leg behind his other leg. Again, all this whole time I'm like, what does this look like? And I'm like making all the mistakes. Learning from what is That's why I take the pen out, to really learn. Just, you can't erase a mistake. Just like, oh man, what am I doing? Yeah, that looks goofy, but I mean, I've learned some stuff, a lot of stuff. Every time I draw something like this from my head, not referencing, I learn so much more. The results are worse, of course, because you don't have a reference. And usually, of course you would reference. Of course you would go reference. That's nothing wrong with referencing. But with this exercise, I want to know what I don't know. And there's so much here that I don't know. So much here about foreshortening, about what a fist looks like, and I could have just, okay, coming at me like this, what the arm looks like after that. What's the size of the head from this kind of foreshortening? What's the size of the other arm? How does the leg, how do you make it look like they're like running? I learned a while back that the opposite leg, if you put the say left fist or first or arm out as like in a run, the right leg, the left arm and hand forward in like a run, the opposite leg should be forward as well. It's just how we walk and run. I mean, just walk and run, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then the other leg should be back. So it's just opposite. But that's because, so this is something I learned the last time I did this exercise, where I kept putting the same leg in front with the same arm, and it just didn't, something looked weird and I just couldn't figure it out. And then looked it up and found that you're supposed to do the opposite, just because it's how we walk, really. I mean, if we actually did this in real life, we would do it this way, because just like balance or whatever. All right, on to the next one. Falling from a height. Oh, this is cool. From the perspective of like a building ledge, and you're like, someone's falling, like the camera's here, and and so I imagine the kind of a body here. So let's do a stick figure real quick, just to get the, so something like that. Less turtle-like. I think you would see the bottom of the shoe. And this is another thing. It's like you're going learning about perspective and using the box method and all that. And I'll come, when I'm drawing something like, if I had to draw something like this for a comic book or something, I would think I would just get it. This is be like the thumbnail stage. And you're thinking about camera angles and also postures and just getting the idea of what it would look like. And then I would come in and say, okay, where's the perspective and box model, the whole thing, and have it make sense. Make it make sense. I think the spine would be like that, somewhere behind the, kind of like, getting kicked, and kind of bent the spine. The feet would be kind of big since they're in front of you. Of course, it's like foreshortening here a little bit. All right, next one, standing like a street fighter. This is kind of fun here, this one. So standing like a street fighter, you'd have, again, let's get the stick figure. So he's probably going to be like, his spine will be like crouched, his spine will be bent a little bit. And you're going to have like, your legs will be a little bit bent. You'll be protecting yourself. With your arms up, fists are up a little bit. You're going to be tucked in like this. Something like that. Might even be on your toes. I'm just gonna make them have big gloves on. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that one. You know, it's almost like the last one's coming out better because I've been practicing for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it's been. 30 minutes, okay. All right, that's pretty cool. Well, that completes the list. 30 minutes practice. I already can tell so much learned, gathered so much that I need to learn. I just got to keep practicing. Also, I'll go back and go and say, okay, not sure how close or when you tuck in your arms like this, what is that? You know, what does that really look like? And of course, this arm is on the other side of his body. How thin, you know, I mean, depending on the person, right? But where are the hips in this situation? I think they're a little low here. It might be right. I don't know. Feels right. But the center of gravity is kind of weird, probably. I always, cause like, okay, I don't know how the head is gonna be here. Like, I'd have to like work that out. It's kind of like this, but yeah. So what I would do is go find a reference, go find several references and fix this. You know, if like I said, this is like the beginning stages of, say, thumbnailing, or even after thumbnailing, you want to get some meat on the bones and kind of start thinking about what it's going to look like. This is that next step, and also just teaches me what I don't know. So, all right, thanks. See you later.